Hey, good morning. Happy New Year. Welcome back. So, just sitting here, give you a little shot. Beautiful view. New apartment, new town, new balcony, new view, new people, new experiences. Um, but it doesn't get easier. I was trying to think of what just because I've done this like 4 times now, moved to a different state or a different country. Maybe the logistics of it get easier, but I think the emotional part of it only gets slightly easier because you know what to expect. And that's where I will reiterate the mantra of this channel is a jujitsu gi is your best travel companion. When I came to visit here in Michoacan, the first time before deciding if I wanted to live here, I visited a jiu-jitsu studio, and just like most other studios I go to, it's very friendly people. People who had what I've described before, very friendly. You have a shared interest. Um, you have a connection already. You don't have to break the ice with people, and you have kind of an instant community where maybe you can't instantly be friends with everyone, but you can be friendly with them, and you have a community where you can ask, hey, where can I find this? Where can I go? What are some good coffee shops? What are some, attractions and touristy things I should see? What are some good restaurants? Where can I watch football? It's Sunday, and last game of the season, Vikings versus the Lions. I'll probably post this after the game is over, but hopefully the Vikings beat the Lions, and we got a first round bye in the playoffs. But it the logistics of it this time was pretty dang easy. Um, but still, the emotional part isn't. Even even after I had decided to leave and had signed a lease and was locked in for the move, I still had my doubts. I still had the questions of, what the hell am I doing? Do I really want? I love this place. Do I really want to move? I've got such a good community, a good network here, good support, which is something I personally need. I'm a connector. I don't do well. I think we all need to be able to thrive and handle ourselves, being alone and living alone, and but also recognize what is the best situation for us. You know, and for me, I'm definitely a connector. I'm an internalizer and a connector, and I need people. I need people to connect with, and when I don't have that, um, it's tough. It's tough, and I start to think about, um, ways to get around that, ways to numb that, ways to do it productively. You know, and so now it's time. It's time to eat my own words and go out and build a social network here. And so that's what I've been doing, and it's it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Um, Even when people are very friendly, it's still, as I said, it's still tough to kind of build that depth of the relationship. But it's something you just got to work on, and it's worth maybe even spending money on. In an example like this, when I first visited here, I did a Airbnb experiences. Even if you're in the town that you grew up in, maybe it's a big city, and you want to, maybe you need to trade up, upgrade your social circle. You're maturing, elevating your life. And there's nothing wrong with where people are at. We all have value, and we're all on different paths, and we all, um, you know, walk those paths differently. But um, there's clearly there's clearly times when people can be holding you back unintentionally. Um, and there's clearly times when we feel, just because we've known someone for so long, or they're our family member, or whatever, that we need to stay in contact with them as much as we always have. And so Airbnb experiences, when I first came here, I did a bike tour, and to go get some, we rode some bikes and then went to get some tacos. And, um, that was an opportunity for me just to see the area. But what came out of it was the guy who operates the tour. We exchanged numbers at the end, and he's actually got a little podcast, and he likes interviewing people coming through town. And so since then we've met up a few times for some hikes, and he's shown me some other cool areas. And while he's not I wouldn't consider him like a really good buddy yet, but he's a friend, and we do that stuff once in a while, and that's extremely helpful. And the cool thing is he's like 15 years younger than me, so you don't have to go around looking in your age group. Just a common interest. We both like the outdoors, and we'll see where that goes, go through the open doors. So Airbnb experiences can be an opportunity for you. Again, jujitsu, of course, martial arts, yoga, any type of those classes. But another thing I've been doing is I've got a great walking path not too far from me. And just going out there, and, I'm not talking to every random stranger that passes by. I'd be like, "Oh, do you want to be my friend?" But I'm friendly, and I talk to people. I say hi, I say hello, and I give that an opportunity to expand into something else. And oftentimes it doesn't, and that's fine. I still get a lot of value about a lot of value from just being friendly with people and receiving that back. I give that out because I like when people say good morning, good afternoon, good evening back to me. I like that. I like when people smile back. I like even the little hit of connection that gives. But also I go to coffee shops. I go to coffee shops, and if there's someone I've seen there a couple times, I'll go say hi. Hey, I've seen you here a couple times. It looks like you like to read also. Tell me about that book. Tell me about yourself. What's your name? And I've, just in the short time I've been here, I've met some individuals through that way as well. And the funny thing is we went out to eat, and me being brand new, I brought them to a restaurant that they didn't know about. And they've been here their whole life. So, and that's something that's building. So, again, I'm having to live my own words. It's not easy. Again, we all have that one charismatic friend who just is a natural, and people gravitate to them, wherever they go, wherever they are, and whoever they're with. They kind of just have that energy. That's outside of the norm. Most of us are, we kind of have some approach anxiety. We're hesitant. The normal social anxieties we go through when meeting new people. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's also okay to push the boundary, and we need to the one thing we can't do is go somewhere and expect things just to happen. You're not going to just pick up your life, and move it to another place. You don't have your friends anymore. You don't have your family, and it can be very isolating and feel very isolating. And I've heard of in other YouTube channels. Watch one over in the Philippines, and the guy's been there a while, and he talks about other Americans and expats who go there, and they watch the videos, and they see the glamour. They see all the nature, all the people having fun, going out, nightlife. They're living on their vacation. The videos that people show. is of them living on their vacation budget. You know, where you kind of don't have much of a limit, and you're going into it with the mindset of, I'm going to splurge, I'm going to go out, I'm going to, have some fun, and that looks cool and that's great for video. But when you get to, when you get to ground zero, the reality is it's tough. It's tough, you know. Most of us have the friends we have from childhood, high school, college, and then beyond that, maybe we get a few more from work. But we didn't have to put a whole lot of effort into those, you know. We didn't have to put a whole lot of effort into those. They just happened naturally because of where we were, and there was already a social thing going on. So when you move somewhere, you got to get yourself into similar situations. Another thing I'm looking for, just because I love dogs, is I'm looking for a dog rescue place to go volunteer at, and that'll scratch that itch of, me, my love for dogs, but also it'll be another way to socialize and way to meet people. So, again, I'm doing this myself. I'm having to live by my own rules, live by my own lessons that I've talked here, and it's tough, but it's fun. It's great meeting new people, and it's great making new friends. And what it can really turn into for yourself is possibly, if you move somewhere and you don't like it, you move somewhere else and you don't like it, but you continue applying these rules and meeting people, you now have friends kind of wherever you've been, and you have, kind of an instant community, a plug-in, if you want to go back and visit, if you want to go back and see them. And it's cool. It's cool. So I know when I go back to Guatemala, when I go back to Puerto Rico, when I go back to Tennessee, I've got that, and it's nice. It's really nice. It's like if you've got family in another state, you're going to stay with your family and connect with them and have that good time. So that's what we're creating here. We'll end it at that. Beautiful day out. Gonna go out walking. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.